My entitled family sabotaged my career at the family company because they think my lazy brother needs the promotion more than I do, even though I've been carrying the team for years. Hey everyone, I'm a 28-year-old guy, and I never imagined my own family would betray me like this, especially over something as straightforward as work. Let me take you back to the beginning, because this tension has been simmering for years, and now it's exploded in a way that's left me questioning everything I thought I knew about family and loyalty. Here's the background. My dad owns a mid-sized logistics company, dealing with shipping and supply chain management. It's not a huge corporation, but it's successful enough to employ about 150 people, including me and my older brother, Alex, who's 32. Dad built this business from the ground up in the 90s, and he's always been the one in charge, the ultimate decision maker. Mom helps out part-time with admin tasks, and growing up, they constantly reminded us that this was the family business. Both Alex and I joined after college. I came in with a degree in business management, ready to prove myself. Alex? Well, he dropped out after just one semester and somehow landed a sales role, thanks to Dad pulling some strings. I've always been the one putting in the hard yards. From the moment I started, I threw myself into operations, streamlining processes, securing better vendor deals, and even introducing new software that slashed costs by 20%. Just last year, I spearheaded a project that brought in a massive client, boosting our revenue by nearly $1 million. Dad's often called me his right-hand man in front of the whole team, and I've taken pride in that. Alex, though? He's the golden child in every other way, charming, outgoing, but lazy as hell when it comes to work. He rolls in late, misses deadlines, and spends half his day chatting instead of closing deals. Yet, because he's the eldest son, Mom and Dad seem blind to his shortcomings. They've bailed him out time and again, like when he lost a client by forgetting to follow up, and Dad just handed the mess to me to clean up. Things took a serious turn about 6 months ago when Dad announced a new position, VP of Operations. It's essentially second in command, overseeing daily operations and reporting directly to him. He didn't say it outright, but everyone knew it was down to me or Alex. On paper, I'm the clear choice, I've got the track record, the innovative ideas, and the team's respect. Alex? He's got nothing but family favoritism on his side. Initially, I wasn't too worried. I thought hard work and results would speak for themselves. But then, family dinners started getting strange. One night after Sunday roast, Mom pulled me aside and said, "Honey, you know Alex has been struggling lately. His girlfriend just left him, and he's talking about starting a family someday. This promotion could really give him stability." I was stunned. "Mom, what does his personal life have to do with work?" "I've earned this," she sighed and replied, "family comes first, and sometimes that means making sacrifices for your brother." Dad was sneakier about it, but he dropped hints too. Over a so-called casual lunch at the office, he said, "Alex has a natural charisma for leadership. You're great with the details, but maybe you're better off staying in your current role." I pushed back. "Dad, I've boosted efficiency by 15% this quarter alone. Alex hasn't hit his sales targets in months." He just dismissed it with, "Numbers aren't everything, son." It got even worse when my sister, Lena, who's 30 and doesn't even work at the company, got involved. She's super close to Alex and called me one evening, her voice dripping with drama. "How can you be so selfish? Alex needs this more than you. You're single, no kids, what are you even working so hard for? He wants to buy a house and settle down. If you take this from him, you're basically ruining his life." I laughed at first, thinking she was joking, but she was dead serious. I shot back, "Lena, this isn't about handouts. It's a job, and I'm better at it." She hung up on me, and soon after, our family group chat was flooded with passive-aggressive messages about supporting each other. I tried to ignore the drama and focus on work. I put together a stellar presentation for Dad, outlining my vision for the department, expanding into e-commerce logistics, hiring key talent, the whole 9 yards. Alex's plan? It was basically, let's keep doing what we're doing, but with more team-building happy hours. Ridiculous. But then Dad scheduled a decision meeting and invited the entire family to weigh in. That's when I knew something was seriously wrong. Why on earth were Mom, who only handles payroll, and Lena, who works in marketing for a completely different company, getting a say in my promotion? The meeting was an absolute disaster. We were all crammed into the conference room, me, Alex, Dad, Mom, Lena, even my aunt who works in HR. I presented first, all data-driven and professional. Alex went next, flashing smiles and making vague promises. Then Dad opened the floor for discussion. Mom jumped in right away. "I think Alex would bring heart to the role. He's always been the one to unite people." Lena piled on. Yeah, and my brother is so focused on work, he doesn't even have time for family events anymore. Alex prioritizes us. I was floored. This is about the company, not family BBQs. I protested. But Dad just nodded along to their nonsense, and by the end, he said, I need more time to think. That night, I confronted Dad privately. What's going on? You've seen my work. Why are you letting them influence this? He admitted, your brother's struggling, son. If he doesn't get this, he might leave the company, and I can't lose him. You're solid, you'll be fine either way. I felt like I'd been punched in the gut. So you're punishing me for being competent? He just shrugged and said, family is about balance. I can still remember the first time I truly saw how deep this favoritism ran. 2 years ago, we had a huge contract bid on the line. I stayed up all night crafting the proposal, crunching numbers, ensuring every detail was perfect. Alex? He helped by taking the client out for drinks and promising things we couldn't deliver. We won the bid, but when Dad praised the team, he said, Alex sealed the deal with his charm. I bit my tongue, but I was fuming inside. Later, I told him, Dad, I did the work. He just patted my back and said, yes, but Alex has that spark. Fast forward to now, and it's the same story, just amplified. After that family meeting, I started noticing subtle slights at work, emails ignored, meetings I wasn't invited to. One day, I walked into the break room and overheard 2 admins whispering, hurt Alex is a shoo-in because the family's pushing for it. I pretended not to hear, but it stung. Then there was the time Alex jokingly said in a team huddle, my little bro thinks he's the boss, but we all know who's really running things. Everyone laughed awkwardly, and I forced a smile, but later I pulled him aside. What was that? He played it off. Just banter, man. Lighten up. Emotionally, this has taken a toll. I haven't dated in months because of the stress. My friends keep telling me to get out of this toxic situation, but it's tough when your family and coworkers are one and the same. I even spoke to a therapist once, who pointed out that this is classic scapegoat dynamics. I'm the responsible one, and somehow, I'm being punished for it. I'm at my wit's end here. Am I the asshole for refusing to step aside and let Alex have the promotion? I love my family, but this feels like outright sabotage. They've started freezing me out, Mom's suddenly too busy to talk, and Lena's spreading rumors that I'm jealous of Alex. Work is tense now, Alex smirks at me in the halls like he knows he's already got it in the bag. What do I do? Quit? Fight harder? I've built half of this company's success, and now they're treating me like an outsider. Update 1, 2 weeks later. Wow, Reddit, things have escalated far beyond anything I could have imagined. Thanks for all the advice in the comments. Many of you suggested documenting everything and even talking to a lawyer, which I've done. But I'll get to that in a bit. First, let me bring you up to speed. After my original post, I decided to play it cool at work while quietly gathering evidence of my contributions compared to Alex's lack thereof. I compiled reports, emails, performance reviews, basically a full dossier proving how I've been carrying operations while he's been slacking off. I even spoke to a couple of trusted colleagues who promised to back me up if push came to shove. One guy, Mike from shipping, was blunt about it. Dude, if Alex gets VP, half the team will quit, he's incompetent. But on the family front, things got ugly fast. Mom called a family meeting at their house, no dad this time, just her, Lena, Alex, and me. The moment I walked in, Mom was teary-eyed. We need to talk about your attitude. This promotion isn't just a job, it's about keeping the family together. Alex jumped in with a smirk. Yeah, bro, why are you so obsessed with winning? I've got plans for the role, big plans. I pressed him on what those plans were, and he mumbled something vague about networking events. Lena piled on. You're acting like a child. Alex deserves this, he's the oldest. Remember when you were kids and he let you win at games? Time to return the favor. I couldn't hold back. This isn't a game. This is my career. I've worked 60-hour weeks for years while Alex coasts. If he deserves it, let him earn it, Mom gasped as if I'd slapped her. How dare you speak to your brother like that? We're family. Alex stood up, all dramatic. If you keep this up, you'll regret it. Dad listens to us, not you. The meeting ended with me storming out, and now they're giving me the silent treatment. That night, I got home, poured myself a drink, and replayed the meeting in my head. Mom's words kept echoing, family comes first. Yeah, but whose family? Clearly not mine. The next day at work, Alex cornered me in the parking lot. Heard you were talking crap about me online or something? Careful, bro. I denied it, I didn't want him knowing about Reddit, but it left me paranoid. I also had a meeting with a lawyer, which was eye-opening. He told me, in family businesses, this kind of thing happens all the time. Document, document, document. If they force you out, you might have a case for constructive dismissal. So, I started a journal, noting every slight, every sabotage task. The family group chat blew up after that meeting. Lena wrote, "Can't believe you'd storm out like that. Mom's crying." I fired back, "Maybe she should cry about how you're all screwing over the company for Alex." And just like that, I was blocked. At work, things got even stranger. Dad called me into his office and said the decision was delayed due to internal feedback. Turns out, Alex had been going around to employees, bad-mouthing me, calling me arrogant and not a team player. One of my direct reports told me Alex even tried to take credit for my e-commerce project in a team meeting. I confronted Dad. "Are you seriously letting this happen?" He just sighed. "Boys will be boys. Work it out." That's when I decided to lawyer up for real. I consulted an employment attorney, a friend of a friend, who explained that since it's a family business, it's a tricky situation. But if there's clear discrimination or favoritism affecting my role, especially if it harms company performance, I might have grounds for a complaint. He also advised me to quietly apply for jobs elsewhere, which I've started doing. I've already lined up a couple of interviews at bigger firms. But the real bombshell came yesterday. I was at my parents' house picking up some old stuff when I overheard Mom on the phone with Dad. I was in the garage grabbing an old high school trophy when I heard her say, "We have to give it to Alex. If my other son gets VP, he'll change everything, make it all corporate and cold. Alex will keep it family-oriented." Then she added something that sent chills down my spine. "Besides, if we push him out, Alex can step up, and we can finally get him that management training he needs." She even said, "He's too ambitious. If he gets VP, he'll push Alex out eventually. We need to protect our boy." Protect him from what? Success? Push me out? What the hell does that mean? I didn't confront them, but now I'm paranoid. Is this whole thing a setup to force me to quit so Alex gets the spot by default? This work drama has completely invaded my family life, and I feel like I'm starring in some twisted corporate soap opera. Am I the asshole for considering jumping ship? Or should I start fighting dirty too? Update 2, 1 month later. Reddit, I wish I could tell you things have calmed down, but it feels like my family has declared full-on war on my career. Buckle up, because this update is packed with dialogue, betrayals, and more drama, all still centered on this cursed promotion and the fallout at work. First, let's talk about the job hunt. I had 2 interviews, and both were promising. One is with a competitor in supply chain tech, better pay, and a real chance for merit-based advancement. I haven't told anyone in the family, but keeping this secret is eating at me. Those interviews were a breath of fresh air, though. At the first one, the hiring manager said, "Your resume is impressive. Tell me about that e-commerce project." I lit up talking about it, no family drama, just pure, professional conversation. I got the offer that same week. Meanwhile, at work, Alex has ramped up his sabotage. Last week, a major shipment was delayed because someone forgot to confirm the vendor order. Guess who got blamed? Me, even though it was Alex's client. I have emails proving I reminded him, but Dad just brushed it off. Mistakes happen. Let's not point fingers. I confronted Alex in the break room, trying to keep it professional, but it got heated fast. "Dude, why are you throwing me under the bus? That was your screw-up," he laughed. "Bro, you're too uptight. If you were VP, you'd fire half the team for stuff like this. I just want a chill vibe." I pressed him. "Chill vibe? We lost $50,000 on that delay." He shrugged. "Dad'll cover it. Family business, remember?" That's when it hit me, he doesn't care about the company at all, he just wants the title and the perks. Things got even louder than I intended. He said, "You always thought you were better, even as kids. Remember when I let you win at soccer?" I shot back, "This isn't soccer, Alex, this is real life, and you're stealing credit." He poked my chest. "Watch it, or I'll tell Dad you're causing division." That weekend, family dinner at Lena's was a nightmare. She's married to a lawyer and always showing off her fancy house. The food was great, but the vibe was toxic. It turned into a full-blown intervention. Mom started. "We're worried about you. This obsession with the promotion is tearing us apart." Alex chimed in. "Yeah, man, just back off. I'll make sure you get a raise or something." I couldn't believe my ears. "A raise? I've earned the role. You want me to be your underling while you tank the company?" Lena snapped. "See? Arrogant. You think you're better than us." Dad, who was there, finally spoke up. "Son, Maybe it's time to consider other options. If you're this unhappy, perhaps a fresh start elsewhere. After dinner, they sat me down. Mom said, "We love you, but Alex has had a hard life. His breakup, the pressure." I cut her off. "Hard life? He lives rent-free with you guys. I've been independent since 22. Dad countered, "That's not fair. We helped you too." Helped? They gave Alex a car for his birthday. I got a good luck card. That hit me hard. You're suggesting I leave the family company because Alex can't hack it? Dad looked guilty. It's not like that. We just want harmony. Harmony, meaning screw me over. I left early, and on the drive home, Mom texted me. Think about your brother. He needs this confidence boost. The next day at work, I discovered Alex had accidentally deleted a shared drive folder with my project files. IT recovered most of it, but it set me back hours. I reported it to Dad, who said, "Probably a glitch. No need for drama." But my coworker Mike pulled me aside. "I saw Alex on your computer during lunch. He was messing around." I spent the whole afternoon recovering those files, cursing under my breath. Mike whispered again, "I saw him, man. He logged in as you, said he was helping with something." That night, I backed up everything to a personal cloud, my heart racing. Sabotage, confirmed. I'm not sleeping well, second-guessing every family interaction. Lena even posted on social media, vaguely, but obviously about me, saying, "Some people think work is more important than family loyalty." Sad. Our cousins and aunts liked it, with comments like, "Praying for unity." I wanted to fire back but held myself back. Work morale is tanking, team members are whispering about the family feud. I decided to fight back subtly. In the next staff meeting, I presented updated stats showing how my initiatives have driven growth, without naming Alex. Dad looked impressed, but Alex interrupted. "That's great, but let's talk real leadership, building relationships." It was so transparent. Dad ended with, "Good points all around." Here's the cliffhanger. Yesterday, Dad called an emergency meeting for tomorrow. He says he's made his decision on the VP role, but he wants the whole family there for support. I'm dreading it, it feels like an ambush. What if he picks Alex? Do I quit on the spot? Or drop my evidence bomb? And get this, I just got a job offer from that competitor, 30% raise, VP title there. But accepting means burning bridges with my family forever. Wish me luck, I'll update after. Update 3 days later. Okay, Reddit, the meeting happened, and it was even more explosive than I could have imagined. I'm still processing it all, so bear with me, this update might be a bit raw, but I promise to keep you in the loop. It's still all about this work drama, pure family versus career chaos. We met in Dad's office after hours, me, Alex, Mom, Lena, Dad, and oddly, my uncle who's an investor in the company but doesn't work there. Dad started off all solemn. "I've thought long and hard. This role is crucial for our future." He paused, looked at me. "Son, you've done amazing work. The numbers don't lie." My heart jumped, maybe I got it? Then he turned to Alex. "But family is the heart of this business. Alex, the VP position is yours." The room erupted. I stood up. "What? After everything I've done? This is bullshit, Dad," Mom gasped. "Language." Alex grinned like he'd won the lottery. "Thanks, Dad. I won't let you down." Lena hugged him. "See? This is how family supports each other." I wasn't done. "Supports? This is nepotism. Alex has botched deals, deleted files, taken credit for my work. The team will hate this." Dad held up a hand. "Enough. It's decided. You can stay in ops, maybe a senior manager role with a small bump." "A small bump?" I laughed bitterly. "No way. You've chosen favoritism over the company's success. I'm out." That's when I dropped the bomb. "By the way, I have a job offer elsewhere, VP at a competitor company, better pay, real appreciation." Mom's face fell. "You'd betray us like that?" Alex sneered. "Traitor. Good riddance." Dad looked shocked. "Son, don't do this. We can work it out." But Lena went nuclear. "If you leave, you're dead to us. How dare you abandon the family business?" I walked out, my heart pounding. At home, the texts started pouring in, Mom begging me to reconsider, Dad offering to revisit things if I stay loyal. Alex even called. "Bro, come on, don't be dramatic. I'll throw you some projects." I hung up. Work today was awkward as hell. Team members congratulated Alex publicly but whispered to me that they're job hunting too. Mike said, This place is done if you're gone. A female colleague pulled me aside. If Alex is VP, I'm out. He's hit on me before, all creepy. Great, more layers to this mess. I haven't officially accepted the new offer yet, but I'm leaning toward yes. But here's the cliffhanger. This morning, I got an anonymous email with attachments, internal docs showing Alex has been skimming petty cash and faking expense reports for months. It's enough to get him fired, maybe even prosecuted. Who sent it? A disgruntled employee? Or is it a setup? If I forward this to Dad, it could blow everything wide open, but it might make me look petty. Or do I take it to my lawyer and let the chips fall? My family's already in meltdown mode, what's one more explosion? I'll decide soon, stay tuned. Update 4, 2 weeks later. Reddit, things have gone from bad to thermonuclear. That anonymous email? It was the spark that lit the fuse, and now the whole family business is on fire, metaphorically, at least. Let's dive in, because the dialogues and revelations have been non-stop. First, I sat on the email for a day, wrestling with what to do. My lawyer said it could be legit evidence of fraud, but to tread carefully, anonymous sources are tricky. I decided to confront Dad privately. I scheduled a meeting and showed him the files on my laptop. Dad, look at this. Alex has been stealing from the company, fake receipts, unauthorized charges. Thousands over the last year. Dad's face went white. Where did you get this? I told him it was anonymous, but I'd verified a few entries with our accounting software since I still have access. He stammered, this can't be right. Alex wouldn't. But the evidence was undeniable. Hotel stays claimed as client meetings that were actually weekends with his ex, supplies that were personal gadgets. He called Alex in right then and there. Alex sauntered in, all cocky. What's up? Ready to beg for your job back? Dad shoved the printouts at him. Explain this. Alex's smirk vanished. What? This is fake. My brother probably made it up to sabotage me. I shot back, why would I? I already have another offer. This came anonymously, probably from someone you pissed off. The yelling started. Alex turned to Dad. You believe him over me? After giving me the promotion? Dad pressed, the evidence is here, son. Did you do this? Alex broke down a bit. Okay, fine, I borrowed some cash. But it's a family business. I was going to pay it back once I got the VP salary. Borrowed? It was straight up embezzlement. Mom and Lena burst in. Dad must have texted them. Mom demanded, what's going on? Lena snapped, if this is my brother's doing, you're disgusting. I explained calmly, but they turned on me. Mom cried, even if it's true, why air dirty laundry? We're family. Lena added, Alex was stressed because of you. You pushed him to this by being so competitive. Dad, to his credit, didn't buy their excuses. This is serious. Alex, you're suspended pending investigation. Alex flipped out. Suspended? From my own family's company? Screw this, I'll quit. He stormed out, knocking over a chair, but not before glaring at me. This is your fault. You'll pay for this. The fallout at work is pure chaos. News spread like wildfire, employees are gossiping, productivity's down. Dad begged me to stay and help fix it. Son, with Alex out, I need you more than ever. Take the VP role, let's rebuild. It's tempting, but trust is shattered. I told him, you chose him over me once. What's to stop you from doing it again? The family is divided. Mom's not speaking to me, calling me a snitch. Lena texted, you ruined Alex's life. Happy now? But my uncle called, supportive. Kid, you did the right thing. The company's at risk because of this nepotism crap. I back you 100%. I've accepted the new job, I start in a month. But it's bittersweet. Starting fresh sounds good, but leaving behind what I built hurts. Alex isn't done, though. He showed up at my apartment last night, drunk. Bro, we can fix this. Tell Dad it was a mistake, and I'll share the VP perks with you. I refused. No, Alex. Face the consequences. He got aggressive. If I go down, I'm taking you with me. I know things about your projects, irregularities. What irregularities? Is he bluffing, or did he plant something? He reeked of beer as he ranted. Come on, we're brothers. Cover for me. I stood firm. No, you dug your own hole. Here's the cliffhanger. Today, Dad called an all-hands meeting for tomorrow to address recent events. Alex hinted he's crashing it with proof that I'm the real thief. My lawyer's on standby, but if he's fabricated evidence, this could tank my new job too. Is the family business salvageable, or do I burn it all down? I'll update soon with whatever happens next.